Of the season as the Flyers go in search of consecutive wins for the first time since late October. James Van Riemsdyk, big part of the victory last night.
Yeah, you heard Scott Hartnell talking in the pregame show about having a similar slump to start a season and eventually started scoring. Hopefully the goal from James last night on the power play gives him some carryover here as he needs to get on a roll.
Same lineup for the Flyers, except different goaltender as Martin Jones gets to start here. Shane Gostisbehere, the former Flyer, wristing one wide of the Philadelphia net. Picked up the wraparound, and there was room, but the puck slid right on through the slot area, and the Flyers move back with it. Lawton for Travis Sanheim, dancing toward the slot. One-handed shot, saved the rebound. Lawton could not get there, and the puck cleared out to center where Sean Couturier, the Phoenix, Arizona native, moves back in and fires, and the save made by Karel Vejmelka, who played so well in the game back in Philadelphia. Won by the Flyers in shutout fashion.
Yep, Mike Yeo has to be happy with the way the Flyers have started. The approach has been to get pucks to the net here. He picks up his first win last night as the head coach of the Philadelphia Flyers in the 4-3 win against the Vegas Golden Knights. Andre Tourigny is looking for his sixth win of the season for the Arizona Coyotes as he jumps into the National Hockey League from the Quebec Major Junior League.
He's a very forthright individual. He does not hide his emotions in his press gatherings as he tries. This is a rebuild, no doubt about it, for the Coyotes. 5-19-2. They have a whole bunch of players in the last year of their contracts. Some will be traded before the deadline. Others were acquired in order to create cap space as well as to pick up draft picks. Shane Gostisbehere, one of them, as the Flyers actually traded a couple picks with Ghost. Here's Ivan Provorov, just one-handing that through center. Anton Strawman, the veteran defenseman, back to play it. No Jacob Chikrin for the Coyotes. He's out with an injury. Here's Van Riemsdyk moving in, holds, fires, and scores! James Van Riemsdyk back on the board, consecutive games with goals, and the Flyers take the early lead in the desert.
Looked like his old self right there. He steals the puck in the neutral zone, and the Coyotes guilty of a turnover right there. JVR steals it. Watch the patience. Head up all the way. Had a plan, and he executes it to perfection. Shot low to the glove side right there. JVR picks up the opening goal. That's goals in back-to-back games. The mouth guard hanging out the mouth there, and he slides it underneath the pads right there.
Well, Scott Hartnell called it. Said that James Van Riemsdyk would go on a run, although that's kind of stating the obvious. He is a streaky goal scorer, to say the least.
Yep.
The Flyers are hoping a streak has begun. At least a two-game streak, we can say that much. Willman behind the net to Kevin Hayes. His centering pass intercepted. So Van Riemsdyk's fourth of the year. He's doubled his goal total for the season in the last two nights as he ended that long goal-scoring drought at 11. Here's a point shot in front. Jones a save. A rebound shot comes back out in front, and they score. The Flyers give it right back. Beagle in front. And the Coyotes tie it right back up.
The veterans on the ice for the Arizona Coyotes, they find a way to keep that play alive. Martin Jones with a couple saves in tight, and eventually the puck is slid out into the crease area where Jay Beagle is standing. He's got a tap-in goal right there as Connaughton's trying to get a piece of him after a couple of poke checks and helping defend. Connaughton does not get Beagle right there. Beagle has his stick down on the ice, and he's able to slap that puck into the wide open net.
It's his first goal with the Coyotes going back to last year. He ends a 38-game goalless drought. He is just recently back from an upper body injury that cost him 6 games. So the Flyers lead is short-lived, and now the Coyotes looking for more as they move the puck in, and there's a backhand that goes right on through from Cam Dineen, the defenseman, who is inserted into the lineup with Jacob Chikrin out with that injury. Patrick Brown for the Flyers. Now just the line in there, pinned in the corner. And the scrum ensues. And the puck all the way out to Zach McEwen, and he will move it to center and bank it to the Arizona line. And then it's played up and out of play.
Well, Arizona just ties things up quickly. The good news for the Flyers is James Van Riemsdyk scoring again. There's his power play goal last night on a nice pass from Travis Konechny, and tonight it's all James. Steals the puck in the neutral zone and makes a great decision with that puck. Slides it right under the pad of Belmelka, and James is on the board again. But they give that goal up in a hurry, JJ. That was not what the Flyers wanted to do here.
39 seconds, all that separated the two tallies. And the Flyers need to step things up since that goal. A couple of shifts. The Coyotes are in the Flyers zone, and they are aggressive in the forecheck. Isomeo, the defenseman, in from the point. Scott Lawton looking for the puck. Now Couturier will move it across. It's turnover, quick shot, Krause, and the save made by Martin Jones. Austin Krause, point blank there, denied, as the Flyers are stuck in their own zone. Gostisbehere with the move. Gostisbehere the shot. You know he wants to light the lamp. That one found glass, but again, Coyotes get to the puck. Nick Schmaltz handing off. That shot blocked, as Travis Boyd couldn't get it through. Schmaltz has it back. He's missed most of the season with a hand injury. Just his second or couple games back. That puck will deflect out to center. And now the Flyers are after it. Here's Cam Atkinson jumping on it. Atkinson, high stick to Morgan Frost. That is called. So the Flyers will get a power play here and try to turn the momentum of this game back around.
Yeah, Travis Boyd is going to be guilty of the high stick there, as Morgan Frost was entering the offensive zone. The stick came up high right in front of the referee as he makes the call.
Arizona number 72, minor penalty, high sticking.
Boyd to the box, and the Flyers to the power play to try to get that lead back. Lots of action in the early going. There's the stick right there. Easy call. And Morgan Frost draws the penalty. Be there when the Flyers take on the Senators on December the 18th for the annual Holiday Spectacular. Tickets for all December home games are on sale now at PhiladelphiaFlyers.com.
Moving along quickly here as the puck goes to the corner. Lindblom. Now get it back out. The Flyers power play. Is it rejuvenated or not? We will find out. He scored twice last night, only the second time all year. They have tallied more than once in one game. They get the puck back to the point. Comes this way. Frost tried to center it to Hayes. It deflects back. Provorov will get it back to Frost. And now Provorov again. For Frost and Provorov. The shot. Knocked down in front and then cleared. Up but not out. Provorov is there. 40 seconds into the power play. He gets to Frost. Frost turning with it. Takes a look again. Side of the net. In front. Hayes bounces to Lindblom. He's denied by the pad of Amelka. Out to Provorov. High slot. He'll deal it to Frost. Back to Provorov. That blast is blocked. It goes off of Beagle. And he is hobbled as it went off of him and out of play.
Yeah, brave play there from Coyotes goal scorer last night. The Flyers pick up 2 power play goals in period number 3. Couturier with that blast from Yandel and Giroux, and then Konechny right there bumps the puck over to James Van Riemsdyk. Yandel with the point shot on that one as well.
Lots of communication on the bench from that unit as the number 1 unit now takes to the ice here with 1:04 remaining on the man advantage. Giroux last night became the Flyers all-time leader in power play points, wins the draw. Yandel deals it. Couturier taking a look and then back out to Yandel. He'll deliver to Giroux, and now it's Yandel. Couturier, and around the horn they go with it. Perimeter passing, not a lot of movement as the other 2 players in the double screen are stationary. Now Giroux side of the net. And Riemsdyk back out. Giroux will wind, fake the shot. Back to Yandel, and he blasts it high and wide. Couturier back to Yandel, and now Couturier again for Giroux. Yandel and Giroux play catch. Very patient here with 23 seconds remaining on the power play. Yandel's shot there deflects and goes to the glass. Giroux, good recovery. They get it back to Yandel. Across, Couturier, the shot, and that one denied at the side of the net. Konechny slides it back to Yandel. Final seconds of the power play. Couturier taking a look. Now they go behind the net, get it back out to Konechny. And then it hopped over Yandel's stick. The power play about to end. He has to recover just to get the puck deep into the Arizona end. And the power play over as Van Riemsdyk got the puck to Giroux, and he winds it up the wall. Nobody there, but the Flyers will be able to make their changes now as Provorov has the puck. Just over 6 minutes in, first period. Their goals separated by just 39 seconds, 1-1. From Gila River Arena. McEwen keeps the puck in around behind the Arizona net. Lindblom has his man wrapped up. So does Brown, but the puck out to center where Provorov will get to Justin Braun and then back to Provorov. He'll have to take it back toward his own net. And now moving along for McEwen, who protects the puck, turns it ahead to Brown. Brown moves it along the boards. Lindblom there, but he's tied up. And it's Provorov across to Justin Braun. To Patrick Brown. Brown from the red line backhands in.
Moving the puck around relatively well here. The Flyers power play, I thought, made some good plays. Lots of offensive zone time. Just did not get the shots through to the net.
Now the Coyotes try to go to the attack. The veteran Andrew Ladd after the puck. Christian Fischer comes up with it. Fischer walks in front. Loose puck jabbed away from Ladd by Frost. Let the Coyotes get it back to the point. The shot there batted away by Jones. It goes out of play. And we'll get a break. 1-1 Flyers and Coyotes.
I have some.
The Coyotes stream the Flyers coverage, including pre and post game live with the My Teams app, presented by your Delaware Valley Chevy dealers.
Well, the Flyers got a nice boost from this guy last night. Max Willman picked up his first National Hockey League goal as he tracked that puck towards the net. And assist from Brown and McEwen. Willman right there moving away from the net, quickly fires that puck up and over the netminder. And there he is. First National Hockey League goal. Zach McEwen went and picked it out of the net for him and brought it over to the Flyers training staff.
He is proof that don't listen to what they tell you about not being good enough. You can still make it and score at the NHL level. And he had 8 goals in 13 games in the AHL this year, so he can put the puck in the net.
Yep, and that's why he's getting the opportunity here. And he just continued to put up numbers at every league he was playing in, and eventually has worked his way to the National Hockey League. And if he wants to stay, you got to keep putting the puck in the net every few games or so.
Speaking of the AHL, Wade Allison playing for the Phantoms tonight as he makes his way back from that high ankle sprain.
That's great news.
And Cam York back from the COVID list, also in action in that game. Right here, 1-1 as we approach the 8-minute mark of the first period. Sanheim gains the red line, shovels it deep. Got to spare, back to get it. Ghost been productive this year with 17 points, tied for team leadership. Good look at Shane as he moves the puck to Dyson Mayo. And then out in center, it deflects deep to Philadelphia ice. And move it to the boards. Louis Eriksson, who recently played in his 1,000th National Hockey League game, couldn't come up with that puck. And the Flyers move it up. Willman in on the forecheck. Taken to the boards. Beagle trying to come away. That puck, good work by Willman. Got it free. And now Van Riemsdyk will turn it back deep, looking for Hayes. Cut off, though, by Capobianco of the Coyotes, and they'll clear it all the way down the ice. Kyle Capobianco.
Well said, JJ.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Anton
not for me.
Strowman. He will not do anything in this game if our analyst has anything to say about it. It is Provorov battling with Clayton Keller. Won that battle, sent it around the other way. Braun racing over there. It's behind him. He sees it now and tries to get it to Provorov. Provorov has to deal with Keller on the forecheck, and he dealt with it well. He got it to Braun. Braun up the middle. That one tipped. It never did make it out of the zone. Keller after it. And now a stick in the midsection from Provorov. He does not have his stick as he let it go. No penalty called. And here's Oscar Lindblom. Lindblom, lots of ice to work with. Gains the Arizona line. Takes the shot in the easy save by Vejmelka to the glass. Mayo will play it back around. Cam Dineen on it. Not related to the Dineens who played and coached in the NHL. His father's name is Kevin, but a different Kevin Dineen. Turnover by the Flyers here. A little backhander is blocked off as Ladd. And the save made by Vejmelka. And Otten has it back to Yandel. And Yandel to Giroux. Back for Connauton. He winds up in blast. And Vejmelka the save again. Connauton does have that big shot there. He sends one through the slot off his stick. Yandel pokes it deeper, but Mayo is there to play it for the Coyotes. We've passed the midpoint of this first period. 1-1 score. Flyers with a slight advantage in shots. Well, it's actually grown with those last two shots to 9-5. Nick Schmaltz, the former Blackhawk, get across the Philadelphia line. His shot goes in on Jones, perhaps off of Provorov. He makes the save. We'll be back.
The road home for the holidays.
Flyers and Coyotes deadlocked in one at Gila River Arena. This is in all likelihood the last game the Flyers will play in this arena, as the Coyotes are on the move to somewhere else in Arizona. Our Taco Bell take. Well, these Coyotes know the way to the penalty box. They average 12 minutes, 20 seconds of penalty time. Again, they already have a penalty in this one. They have taken 36 offensive zone penalties, Jonesy, which is tied for the most in the NHL with the New York Rangers. They also fight. This guy will drop the gloves from time to time. And the guy who's not in the line, Liam O'Brien, leads the NHL with 6 fights. But those offensive zone penalties lead to trouble when you're not killing penalties very well.
Yeah, there's no question about that. And you can be sure Arizona wants to defend hard and play physical, or physically, like Mayo does on that play. But they do not want to put the opposition on the power play, especially 200 feet from their own net.
Provorov gets that one through. And now it's Couturier and the forecheck with Mayo. And he throws the shoulder into him. Turnabout is fair play. Now Lawton to Konechny. Flips it across. Sanheim backhands into the slot. It's loose and finally jumped on by Vejmelka.
What do you want from your sportsbook? The best odds? Same game parlays you can boost for even more? You want to live your bet life. New customers get risk-free bets up to $2,000.
And Mike Yeo right there and talking to Travis Konechny on the bench, very active behind the bench and communicating. Not a lot of practice time, as we've talked about over the last few days, so there's a lot of verbal conversation and trying to implement his systems on the go.
Capobianco turns the puck over. Here's a cross-ice pass, though, and he steals it right back. Fires it all the way down in on Jones. He'll shuffle it away. Ristolainen pumps it out to the neutral zone. Off a stick or two, and gathered now by Anton Strawman, the veteran defenseman who spent the last 4 or 5 years in Florida. First with the Lightning and then with the Panthers. He'll move the puck this way. Antoine Roussel after it, but Sanheim beats him to it and then drops it back nicely to Ristolainen. Plenty of time to get it to Giroux. Flyers are going to change. Giroux will move it ahead. It was in the skates, though, of Van Riemsdyk. Comes back out. And now JVR has it. And he'll flutter one to the corner. Hayes trying to get there. Unable to come up with it as Cam Dineen played it out to center ice. Poked away. Hayes has it. His pass intercepted. And now it's Boyd to the Philadelphia line off on the left wing. And Keller the shot. And that one blocked and rolls to the Flyers, who will clear. Babushkin into center and scooped into the Philadelphia zone. Phil Kessel after it, but Jones will steer it away. Then Kessel set it right back through. Nobody home for Arizona. Here's Willman moving well. Shrugs off a check. It across the line. Willman to Hayes. Hayes for Van Riemsdyk. It went in on goal instead, and Van Riemsdyk a couple pokes at it. Now Hayes to Provorov. Back along the dasher. Hayes couldn't come up with it. Neither could Van Riemsdyk. It's Gostisbehere instead. He'll turn back. Flyers will change. 6:40 to go here in the first period.
And JVR with another strong shift for the Flyers. He has been the most noticeable player on the ice, all over it so far in the early going, including the goal that he scored.
Flyers misfire on this pass, and icing is called, despite the hustle of Zach McEwen. Hey, Flyer fans, Xfinity Mobile delivers fast nationwide 5G, included at no extra cost. Save on your wireless bill with Xfinity Mobile.
Not unusual to see McEwen hustling, playing to the whistle on every shift that he's on the ice. Thought that line was very effective last night, and Willman was out for a shift with them when Sean Couturier was getting some repairs done early on. Scored the goal.
Brown and McEwen both assisting on that goal. Coyotes get the puck deep into the Philadelphia end. Brown will send it ahead, though. The Flyers extricate their zone with ease. Lindblom dropping it back, but offside called at the Coyotes line.
Close play at the line there. The Flyers and Wells Fargo are teaming up to relaunch the Flyers Hometown Assist program that will award $500,000 in free advertising assets to local small businesses. Learn more at PhiladelphiaFlyers.com. That's a big assist.
Indeed. That line takes a seat. Couturier out with Lawton. And Konechny. And here's Sanheim. Rifling the puck in. Flyers get to it. Just the line is sent it back toward the net. It deflected back around behind. Couturier tried to free the puck up. Strawman cuts right out in front of his own net, but got the puck to the neutral zone. Ristolainen right back. A touch pass for Couturier. Couturier swerves to the middle, dropped it off. Lawton overskated. Sanheim got it back to Lawton. Now Konechny. Konechny across ice with room. Ristolainen the shot blocked. Bounces to Lawton. Down low, redirection by Konechny. It did not go. And now he's taken down. And play carries on. Here is Sanheim. Back to Ristolainen. He could not get it past Andrew Ladd. And Ladd will saunter up the ice and float it into the corner.
Konechny's tip went right through the legs of the netminder Velmelka and then missed the near post. Some bad luck for TK on that tip attempt.
Flyers trying to get Travis Konechny going. 10 straight without a goal. 1 in his last 16. He does not lack for chances. He's one off team lead in scoring chances behind Cam Atkinson, but just not been able to get them to go. And some of his chances, a pretty good amount of them, don't hit net. Red's trying to pick the corners too much. Not that time, of course. Beagle, again dangerous in front there. Now comes out in front. Louis Eriksson looking for it. Poke free, comes to the point. And here's Dineen. He is a good skater. Dineen the shot, and that one taken by Jones.
What's Dietz and Watson all?
Content room via WebEx by Cisco.
Thank you, JJ. Yes, Claude Giroux, last game officially getting to 334 power play points. He now leads the Flyers franchise all time in that category. He's top 10 among current players when it comes to power play points. And interestingly enough, Keith Yandel, number 15 among all current players.
Yeah, some guys who have performed well on the power play throughout their careers, so you'd assume that the power play would come around for the Flyers at some point.
Yep, looked better last night. Picked up a couple goals in the third period. Giroux obviously involved in one of them, and Keith Yandel involved in both of them.
Coyotes win this draw, center it, turning with it, firing his Keller, but well wide to the corner. Back out, Gostisbehere tried to go across ice. That's snuffed out by Hayes. Kevin Hayes plays it down the ice. It deflected, no icing. Gostisbehere will have to play it. Van Riemsdyk approaches the puck off the stick of Boyd, but he got it ahead. And now has it back. This Boyd. Line pass intercepted by Braun. 4 minutes to go in this first period. Ivan Provorov, lots of room. Gains the line, gives to Willman. And he had a skate as he tried to get that puck deeper. And it's back out in center. And Riemsdyk will just dump it deep. As Mayo goes back for it. Tyson Mayo. The right wing feed for Schmaltz. Schmaltz tipped it ahead. Returned with it. And now they'll go cross ice. That one to Schmaltz again. Behind the net, Lawson Krause. Back to Schmaltz. Out of the point, comes this way for Strawman. Strawman sent it wide on purpose, but it hit the side of it. And Konechny's checked by Schmaltz. Yandel trying to work free. Of course, Yandel spent a lot of time playing in the desert with the Coyotes. Back it comes to Strawman. Strawman fires. Save Jones. The stick goes flying in front of the penalty. Delayed call against the Flyers. Here's Schmaltz. Schmaltz back to the point to Strawman. Delayed penalty. Extra attacker out for the Coyotes. They'll be patient with it. As they'll get it back. Capobianco holding on. Center point. Deals on the left wing. Kessel all the way out high with it. They'll go right back to the left wing. Flyers just keeping them to the outside. Capobianco now gets it side of the net, but they couldn't work it in front. There, Ayton was stopped. Now Schmaltz back out. Capobianco to Kessel. And around the horn they go. This looks like four corners. Now the shot, and that one goes wide. Flyers cannot get to the puck, though. And so they continue in the delayed penalty. Kessel getting away from Couturier. With Yandel approaching 2 minutes on his shift. The puck comes across and a swing and a miss by Krause. Flyers need to touch that puck, get control of it. They can't get it again. It goes out to center. They are going to try to change players here. They're going to get some of the players off the ice. Keller gets to Kessel. They say it's onside. Back across ice. Tipped. Flyers still don't have control of it. Lawton with a check. Puck comes free, and finally Couturier says enough of this. And there's your whistle, but a power play ahead for Arizona.
Yeah, I believe it's Keith Yandel that's going to pick up the penalty. It was about a minute and a half ago that he was called, or at least ticketed for the box.
Philadelphia penalty number 3, 2 minute for hooking.
He had over a 2-minute shift on the ice. The Flyers were unable to get the puck back. Yandel unhappy with the call right there. Lets the referee know. Veteran player will be given the opportunity to say a little more than a young guy. And right there, Yandel with the stick in the midsection. And that's a penalty. So Arizona heads to the power play here. And a big kill for the Flyers. And Arizona looking for more momentum. They just gained a bunch of it during that last 2-minute shift.
There are the rankings. It's been a struggle for the Coyotes on the power play. Flyers penalty kill is allowed a goal in 5 straight games. Here's Gostisbehere, fakes the shot and then takes one. Save made, rebound smothered by Jones.
And Jones did well to find that loose puck. It was in a real dangerous area. Gostisbehere with a good decision to fire that puck with some traffic in around Martin Jones. Right there, nice maneuver and a quick shot. And there's a couple of Coyotes in the area looking for that loose puck. Martin Jones with the original stop and then did well to keep it away from a couple of Coyotes looking for the rebound.
Flyers cleared all the way down. And saying that the Flyers have a lot of power play going 5 straight. The penalty kill was outstanding last night. Got me 5 and 6 is a turnover nearly. Atkinson checked by Kessel. For a moment I thought he was going in on goal, but there appeared Phil Kessel. Boyd will drop it back. And here's Gostisbehere starting back up. Ghost in his element on the power play, drops it back. Kessel for Boyd. And now Boyd back around. Kessel trying to work that up the boards. Fisher was stopped and the Flyers cleared all the way down. 52 seconds remaining in the period. A little more than that in the Arizona power play. This is their first power play against the Flyers. In the first meeting, they didn't get a power play. Flyers were without a penalty at all in that game. There's Schmaltz to the Philadelphia line. Lost it. Couturier has it. And he'll fire a bouncer wide of Amelka. Into the final 25 seconds of this first period. Apovienko ahead. Now back it goes to Schmaltz. Full board to the Philadelphia line out on the left wing. Bounces back. Galchenyuk's pass is tipped. 13 seconds in the period. Atkinson checked by Fisher. The puck rolls up the wall and by Krause. And that will do it for the first period. Apovienko takes it back, but there's the horn. And this game is tied after 1. James Van Riemsdyk gave the Flyers a very short-lived lead, 39 seconds. There's the look. All-time leaders, consecutive games played. Doug Jarvis, don't look behind you because they're gaining. He has the record right now at 964, but Keith Yandel with tonight's game at 948. Phil Kessel at 927. As those two just show up and play.
They do. Incredible streaks for both players.
This puck through center. Ivan Provorov back to get it for Philadelphia. These are the bottom 2 teams in goal differential in the NHL in second period play. So we'll see which one can find a way to be positive here in this particular second period. Might have a lot to do with who wins this hockey game. Braun whips it up the wall. Here's Konechny, and he'll bounce one. Amelka will put that down, and Flyers try to get in on the forecheck. Apovienko clears it ahead. Now Louis Eriksson. He hit Beagle with that dump-in attempt. Would have been an offside. Flyers will move it ahead. Here's Giroux. He's just going to blast it from the red line. Around it goes. Strawman couldn't control it. Frost had trouble with it as well. Now Morgan Frost in the corner has 2 Coyotes to deal with. Giroux tries to help him out, but not quickly enough as the Coyotes will move it up. Here's Eriksson. Off to Antoine Roussel from the angle. That one blocked aside. Roussel gets it back to the point. And now Cam Dineen flings one wide. Roussel gets to the loose puck. Back to the point. It's tipped past Dineen out to center by Giroux. Before Barrett Ayton has the puck. 21-year-old is turned back. And now Dineen. And they throw it through center. Long stretch pass. Works for the shot. And Jones the save there. Off of Schmaltz. Now they get back to it. Dineen around behind. Schmaltz couldn't knock that down. And Van Riemsdyk able to swat it out to the neutral zone. Some Krause cross ice. Ayton lobs it toward Jones. Flyers need to pick up that energy level.
They do. There's no doubt about it. It was a rather easy bit of maneuvering through the neutral zone that led to a scoring chance for Arizona. And here they come again.
Krause to the backhand, and that one denied. It bounces back to him. He'll get it to the point. And it's flipped from there, and Jones another save. Galchenyuk to it. And the Flyers just flat to start this period. There's no other way to put it. As they try to get to the puck here, and it's kept in. Set around behind. Christian Fischer is there. Trying to get away from Ristolainen. He will play it back out to the point. A shot again. Deflection. Save Jones. And he'll cover up. Jones having to make some saves here early to keep this game tied. This is what we were referring to. Arizona minus 26 in the second period. That is a league low. And the Flyers minus 18 comfortably second worst. And so far, it's been Arizona on the attack.
Yeah, they've been outworking the Flyers. They've done a very good job in the offensive zone, forcing the Flyers to turn and try to chase down pucks. And even through the neutral zone, Arizona off to a very good start here in the first couple of minutes of this period. Flyers want to turn the tables on that in a hurry.
Galchenyuk wins the draw. Here's Gostisbehere. And around the boards. Lindblom over. Does well to shield that puck, and the Flyers will clear the zone, but could have been an outlet there. Instead, it's just a clear, and Gostisbehere has it. Moves it ahead, backhanded through center. Now Yandel gets it back. Ruth Yandel, first 7+ years in the NHL. He's a member of the Coyotes. Flyers steal, Lindblom across. McEwen lays it back, Yandel the shot, and the save made by Vejmelka. Shane Gostisbehere, as we said, has been productive.
He has. He's got 3 goals on the season, and we know he can shoot the puck. He's got one of the better releases around. He has been roaming around in the offensive zone a lot for the Arizona Coyotes, and has really scored some skillful markers so far this year. All 3 goals for Shane right there, and you can see his last season with the Flyers, he had 9.
4th all-time in goals by a Flyer defenseman, 5th in points. In his 6 years, the orange and black. Remember his rookie year, he was runner-up for the Calder. In his 3rd year, he had over 60 points. Injuries cut into his performance after that, but he's had a reset so far in the desert. Bianco sends that one deep. Couturier leaning on Keller. Keller gets up, gets the puck back to the point. Strawman flings. That's up high. Jones spots it and grabs it.
Well, don't miss the Flyers at home this month when they face off against the Devils, the Senators, and the Capitals. Tickets for all December home games are on sale now at PhiladelphiaFlyers.com. The Devils coming up on Tuesday night. That's one I'd have circled on my calendar.
Well, to be honest with you, Jonesy, this whole stretch for the Flyers, their next 4 games, including the one here tonight against teams that are at or below hockey 500, 3 of them severely so. The Devils at hockey 500, but they're teams in the bottom 1/3 of the league. The Flyers haven't had a stretch like that in the schedule all year. So it is a chance to make up some of the ground they lost during their 10-game winless streak. It starts here tonight. That shot blocked and goes out of play. You see the scores, by the way, upper left-hand corner.
Yeah, and it really starts here in the second period. You just saw the Blues winning 4-1 again tonight. They're missing pretty much a 1/3 of their lineup, at least due to injury, and they're finding ways to win. Both of their top goaltenders are out of the lineup. The Flyers have to find ways to start to win consistently, and it starts here in the second period. The first period they got away with the rather lackluster performance. Now they want to pick it up here and try to take this game over against a team that they're better than.
Coyotes lost 4 straight, 6 of 7. Started the year with 11 in a row without a win, then had a little run. They had a 4-game unbeaten streak. There's Krause's shot that went wide. Schmaltz fans in the backhand. Atkinson moves it ahead. Frost will play it off on the left side. Sanheim with a shot. Save made, rebound. It got to the blue but would not go. As Pavelka got some help there. And now the Coyotes and the counter rush. Pass to the right wing. They center it in front, and it goes on through. And now the Flyers a chance to go back the other way with numbers. Here's Giroux. Giroux holding on. Left wing feed back to Ristolainen. A little wrist shot's blocked aside. They don't get much out of that rush. They'll try to take advantage now, though. Ristolainen to the point. Braun. Braun around behind, out of the reach of Frost. Giroux to it, back to the point, and across for Braun again. His shot blocked. Jabbed that by Frost. Atkinson battling in the corner, but the Coyotes come up with it. That is a small line, and tough for them to win those battles along the wall.
Yeah,
they have to do it in transition. They had that opportunity.
They did. They had to come up with creative ways to force the opposition to turn pucks over with pressure and angles.
Here's a lead pass for Konechny. He's got a step. Konechny, curl and drag, lost it, rebound. Lawton, he scores. Lawton follows the play up, rams it home, and the Flyers have a 2-1 lead.
Well, the transition game starting to get going here over the last couple of minutes. It was Travis Sanheim that had a terrific rush up the ice, leading to a scoring chance. And now Konechny, watch this maneuver right here. A little bit of a fortunate bounce to the stick of Lawton, but Lawton's stick on the ice. He was watching Konechny all the way in, and he alertly grabs this puck and quickly pops it into the net right there past Melka. And the Flyers take the lead, but good energy from Travis Konechny, good speed, challenging the defense of the Coyotes, and a good bounce for the Flyers leads to the second goal and a 1-goal lead.
Now they'll try to protect this lead better, maybe even add to it. Here's Couturier into heavy traffic, and he lost it out to center ice. Provorov retrieves to Braun and across. Provorov up the left wing, and he'll push that puck wide of the net. He's now caught as Galchenyuk moves the puck out through center. Konechny misses it. Ladd to it. He's turned back. Goes cross ice. That's intercepted. Konechny sets his course in the other direction. Stops him across the line. Cross ice pass. Couturier dekes. Holds. Tries to tuck it in. Lawton was there, but he couldn't poke it home. He had an empty net, but he was checked. Now Yandel to Couturier into the slot. Get it back to Yandel for a shot that goes wide. It was batted at by Vejmelka. Now Konechny back out. They'll move it across to Yandel. He gets to Konechny. Now Lawton a shot, and that's blocked by Mayo, and it goes out of play. The Flyers have the lead, almost added to it, but it's 2-1.
This holiday.
Scott Lawton in his 400th NHL game has given the Flyers a 2-1 lead. Stats, stories, videos, and more. No one covers your team better than the Flyers insider, Jordan Hall. Keep track of the Orange and Black 24/7 on NBCSportsPhiladelphia.com.
Well, those two guys got things going. Konechny doing a nice job. Let's take a look at the Hyundai defensive plays. Bianca doing a good job defensively there as the Coyotes help their goaltender out. Shane Gostisbehere right here knocks that puck away from Scott Lawton. Lawton looking for his second goal in a matter of seconds, and Gostisbehere is the guy who knocked that puck away from just in the nick of time.
Offside called, I believe offside. The linesman signaled it was onside, but the whistle blew. And so the face-off in the neutral zone. Yeah, Scotty Lawton playing in his 400th game. Doesn't go want him to, commemorate the occasion with a multiple goal game.
Well, that would be the good former teammate thing to do, wouldn't it?
He would have none of it as he kept that one out. Connaughton, you had a good look at him in his second game as a Flyer. There he is, moves the puck ahead and slides into the Arizona end. Dandanine got it into the neutral zone. It's pushed along the left wing wall. Yandel did not come up with it as he was being pressed. And now they center it for the shot that went off a skate. As they couldn't get that one through. It was Dineen, now another deflection try. Bounces off of Jones. And the long pass ahead here for Van Riemsdyk. Labushkin takes him into the wall. Roman comes in to knock that puck free, but the Coyotes come up with it. And it's Dineen, 23 years of age, sends it through center. And back is Ristolainen to collect the puck. They give to Sanheim. Now the left wing feed. They set it diagonally off the stick of Vejmelka. Brown take it to the boards in the corner. Stays after it, but the Coyotes have it. Strawman. Go back across. Top of the ankle. To the Philadelphia line, but there is Ristolainen. We approach the 8-minute mark of this second period. Flyers with their second lead of the game. They turn it over in the neutral zone here. Krause will deposit the puck back into the Philadelphia zone. Ristolainen up the wall. And down it goes. Vejmelka will tee it up there. Flyers actually got in after it, but it's knocked away from Oscar Lindblom. Mayo for Gostisbehere. They'll flip that one deep to Philadelphia ice. Boyd after it. Frost, nice redirection pass there to Giroux. And McEwen out with those two. Turns it over, and it's Kessel getting it back into the Philadelphia zone.
And not a play that Zach wants to make there in the neutral zone. The Flyers, in the last 5 or 6 minutes, started to get skating through the middle of the ice, and that's been a big reason why they've been starting to get some offensive zone pressure. And again, they're navigating their way into the offensive zone.
The puck to Frost. He's quickly checked, does turn it back to Giroux. Giroux turning away from Boyd. Giroux will get it back out to Yandel for the shot, and it's batted away. Comes back up the wall. Now Connauton will move it back out. Yandel, a shot deflected, but it went wide. Connauton in deep, got to it again, but it was checked, and Keller will clear the zone. Yandel 3 shots in this game. Trying to get that first goal as a Flyer against his former team. Had a couple chances. Gostisbehere will get to Mayo. Dyson Mayo right back to Ghost. Ghost now 28 years of age. Get another good look at Shane Gostisbehere as he hangs on to the puck behind his net. And the right wing feed. Flyers all over that. It's a turnover. Konechny tried to dance around the Gostisbehere check attempt. Did so, but lost the puck in the process. Beagle plays it back from Mayo. Mayo in the corner, able to work through the forechecking and get it back to Jay Beagle. And then it goes off the stick of Eriksson, out of play.
Who's got the best fans?
That's a very good question.
Let's put up a poll.
Come on, England.
With
WebEx, the McLaren F1 team and their fans are competing like never before. WebEx, driving hybrid work.
And I'm back out there. It was one of his rushes up the ice that seemed to spark the Flyers, get them moving here in period number 2. And to me, that's really been the key to the Flyers getting that 1-goal lead, and they want to try to extend it here. The Coyotes have been sitting back through the neutral zone, and that's going to cause them some problems.
Coyotes trying to work up on a counter rush there. Sanheim had it momentarily, but now it's Arizona deep in Philadelphia. It's the centering pass, Krause's shot, and it was muted, but Jones still had to make a save. Now Sanheim through Van Riemsdyk. He'll go across ice, but it's off the mark. Labushkin moves it to Krause. Now Schmaltz. Heard Hayton back to Schmaltz and to the point. Dineen across. Labushkin back, and now Dineen again. He'll wrist one. That hit a body and bounces to the corner. Hayton gets it back to the point. Dineen. And now Schmaltz, a shot. Deflection. They score. I think the original shot went in. It might have gone off the crossbar, but eventually it's in, and the game is tied again at 2.
Yeah, turnover in the neutral zone allowed Arizona to gain possession and get the puck down in the offensive zone. A long shot with traffic in front, and I wasn't sure if it went in on the original shot or not. Looks like it may have caught the camera inside the net, but Labushkin's there to get the rebound. Schmaltz's shot right there. Yeah, hit the camera underneath, and then that part of the play doesn't matter because Schmaltz has got the goal from a long way out. And unfortunately for the Flyers. It's a turnover in the neutral zone that allows Arizona to gain offensive zone time, and with that pressure comes a goal from a long way out.
Lyubushkin made sure, but it was Schmaltz who probably will get the goal, and it's another Coyote getting his first goal of the season. He had been out with that hand injury for 19 games, so only playing in his 8th game of the year, but he ends an 18-game goal drought going back to last year.
They gave it to Lyubushkin right now, but that will change.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it. And so the Flyers let a couple leads slip away. They almost turned that puck over right in front of their own net. As it turns out, they don't get it out of the zone. Galchenyuk forces it deep. And now Connaughton to Yandel, but he's checked. Keller, a pass for Galchenyuk is broken up, and now it's a race for the puck in the other direction. Out comes the goaltender, gave it away to Brown, who scores! Pavelka hands one to Patrick Brown, and he has his first goal as a Flyer. It's 3-2 Philadelphia somehow.
Well, Brown hustled up the ice. We'll give him credit for that. He never gave up on the play, and he was rewarded for his hard work with a turnover from Pavelka and a nice, easy goal for Patrick Brown. Give him credit for not turning the other way, and when you work hard, good things happen, and Brown has been working extremely hard. He played well last night, and here he picks up a goal as he just gets it past the stick of Stroman, who was diving across there to try to help his goaltender out.
So the Flyers, with some help from the Coyotes, respond just 41 seconds after the Coyotes had tied the game. So the Flyers back on top, their 3rd lead of the game.
Let's extend the lead here. Let's get the next one.
Braun ahead. It's caught up in skate. Giroux gets clipped. Penalty. And so the Flyers will go to the power play with a chance to do, as Keith Jones just said, extend their lead. We'll see when we come back. Of our Chick-fil-A nugget of the game. Look at that. One of 10 active players, over 1,000 games played, and over 900 points. And over 900 games consecutively played now, so he does show up to play.
Yeah, and some Stanley Cup championships along the way.
Yeah, a couple
Pittsburgh.
of those, yeah.
Yeah, he is
5 away from 400 goals.
Fun guy to watch play, though, isn't he? Like, there's games where you wonder how he's even in the NHL, and then he pops 2 goals in. So he's an interesting character, and a guy that doesn't mind having a few laughs at his own expense.
Yeah, he is. Self-deprecation is part of his repertoire.
Hot dogs in the Stanley Cup. Right?
That's right. Flyers on the power play. Erickson for high sticking. 11:42. So the Flyers a chance to make it a 2-goal lead here. As Yandel meanders up and drops it back to Couturier. He'll gain the Arizona line. Konechny back to Couturier in the corner. And he is spilled as he gets it back to the point. Yandel does keep it in. They'll get set up. They'll walk it to the middle. Down low, Couturier waiting, back out. And it was a bouncing puck for Giroux. He'll get it to Yandel and right back to the captain. He'll fire that one to the side. And then in front, Couturier, and it was tipped away. Now Konechny. Back out Yandel. To Giroux, one-time blast. Save made, rebound. That's blocked in front. It's still sitting there. It comes free. Flyers have it. Yandel to Konechny. Konechny the shot. He scores! Van Riemsdyk in front. May have gotten a piece of it. It's a power play goal, and the Flyers have the 2-goal lead at 4-2.
Well, that was an excellent power play. Louis Eriksson's going to exit the box here. He's going to go for that skate of shame, and the Flyers have extended their lead. Konechny gets it to the net. Not sure if JVR was able to get a piece of it or not, but the play is kept alive by Couturier and James Van Riemsdyk on multiple occasions, and eventually the shot there from Konechny, and based upon James' celebration, I think he tips it.
You can see the stick moving right there.
Right there. Yeah, no doubt. So JVR is going to get his 2nd goal of the game, his 3rd goal in the last 3 periods. And Travis Konechny is going to get another helper on that goal.
PK sitting at 99 career goals. He's getting closer and closer to finally hitting the century mark, but and who knows, maybe they won't see that because they still have Lyubushkin scoring the goal for the Coyotes.
It might be tomorrow.
Coyotes coming right back. Capobianco with a shot, and that one stopped. Jones with some help in front from Atkinson, and they'll move it ahead. Lindblom bounces it wide of the Arizona net. Less than 7 minutes to play in this second period. Flyers scored 3 times. The Coyotes once. We had a feeling it might be a bit of a wild second period, and it's developing that way.
Yeah, now let's give them the knockout punch here. Let's keep this thing going the other direction, not sit back, allow Arizona to get opportunities. And these are important shifts for the Flyers in this game. They don't want to turn the puck over like they just did.
And now they have to go back into their own zone. Eriksson centered it, and Roussel went to the net. It bounced to the corner. Roman checked. Eriksson will wheel it back out to the point. Lyubushkin keeps it in. And the Coyotes are set up, but then they nearly lose it. They do lose it out to center ice. And it's finally dumped back in. Jones. Was right to the point. The shot deflected, goes just wide. And now Van Riemsdyk, the pop fly. It goes out of play. Did it go into the crowd or to the penalty bench area?
It touched the glass on the way out.
Oh, and that makes it all good.
Yeah, that'll allow JVR to stay on the ice. That's good news. Score great gifts for the Flyers fan in your life at the Flyers Holiday Shop. Open daily at the King of Prussia Mall in the plaza near the Upper Level Cafe Food Court. Wellman did a good job in that shift, helping out all 4 referees in conversation here. And I saw one of the refs with orange stripes signaling that it hit the glass, but he may have been overruled here.
Looks like it.
It is good that they do come together to have that conversation.
Waiting on the call here.
They were signaling
25
like they were going to call it.
Philadelphia minor penalty, delay a game.
Yep.
Mike Yeo looks on here as he's a little bit unsure. JVR talking to the referee is explaining his case. Let's see if it catches the glass at all. Yeah, it goes off the boards,
Hit
up
the
and
boards.
out. Yeah. So it's a bad overturn of that call. You won't be able to tell at that angle, but the other one you can see it brush off the boards first. At least that's what I saw.
The other thing is that's not reviewable. I don't know why they don't make it reviewable. If there's an angle, it shows you definitively that the call is wrong. Why not use it?
Yeah, no, that's a good argument.
But it's a power play for the Coyotes and a chance to get back within 1. There is Hayton. Drops it back. Clayton Keller looking to penetrate the zone. Got it back to Hayton. Hayton to the circle, and then they play it to the point. Gostisbehere, the shot deflects and goes to the corner. Racing over Ristolainen, got a piece of it, but it's gotten back by Keller. Keller racing around behind the net. Back out. They'll snap that puck in along the boards. Keller bumped. Hayton recovers. And they get it to Gostisbehere. Cross to Kessel. Kessel right back to Ghost. And now it's Keller. Keller given some room to work with here. They'll play it back out to Ghost. Gostisbehere to Keller, or to the other side of the ice to Kessel. His shot was blocked and the Flyers cleared all the way down. A lot of perimeter passing from the Coyotes, but not much interior.
Yeah, waiting to get that puck to Kessel. He has a deceptively good snapshot from that area. The Flyers did well to block it and force the Coyotes up the ice.
And right back in. Fisher dumped on the boards. Puck is underneath him. Comes free. Provorov jabs it to Braun, who tries the wall, but right there was Galchenyuk. It'll bounce to the corner. Fisher for Schmaltz, and then the other way. 25 seconds left in the power play. Racing over after this puck, Atkinson, and he won that battle, and he clears it all the way down.
Excellent effort by Atkinson, winning that puck battle, using his quickness and then his body position to protect the puck before firing it out.
Galchenyuk in his second tour of duty with the Coyotes moves the puck to the right wing, looks to get it back. Bumped by Braun. Schmaltz will get it to the point. The power play is over. Flyers back to full strength. Side of the net pass though. Galchenyuk might have caught iron with that. As Schmaltz then he'll play it back to the point. Capobianco back to Schmaltz for a shot. Tipped and went wide. Galchenyuk fires it back through the slot. That'll get out to center. Flyers trying to get some fresh legs on the ice. 3:40 to go in the second period. Flyers with more shots, Flyers with more goals. Here's Cam Dineen. Takes the puck back and moves it off of Beagle into the Philadelphia zone. Jones to Provorov. Couturier in traffic. And he took a seat. The puck kept in. Now behind. Louis Eriksson getting that puck back toward the point, but it eludes. Lyubushkin goes down the ice. Pavelka will tee it up for Lyubushkin. Off Beagle's skate. Backhanded in by Denis. Stopped by Martin Jones. And now Yandel across for Giroux. Giroux will lob that one. That will just be settled by the Coyotes. 2:45 to play in this second period. Here's Kessel to the Philadelphia line. Lost it. Giroux able to clear the zone. Papabianco stabbed it back through to Boyd, and the Coyotes have it back. There's Strawman. Full bore. Keller dangerous in transition. And he circles back. Still has the puck. Keller now looking for an angle. Keller the shot. Save Jones. Rebound. And it's stuffed wide from in front. Kept in the zone. Strawman on the right wing boards. As the Coyotes going to the attack here, and they lose it there. Nice play by Frost to go to a knee, knock the puck away, and then clears it down the ice.
Two good defensive plays by Morgan Frost. He was the player that got back and took that puck out of danger in front of Martin Jones after the save by Jones on Clayton Keller. And then Giroux and Morgan Frost do a good job in eventually getting the puck out of the zone.
Goss spare the pop flying to the Philadelphia zone. It's tipped but not out. Point shot goes wide. Ristolainen up the wall. Roman trying to clear. Gostisbehere kept it in. Bounces off of Hayes back to Rasmus. And Ristolainen bounces that one all the way down. They're going to call it icing.
Well, let's take a look at our Wells Fargo great check of the game. And it's Mayo that's going to make contact. Goes a big hit on Sean Couturier right there. Couturier spinning and facing that hit. As he puts the puck in the offensive zone, takes a hit to make the play. And Konechny got on the forecheck shortly after that. That's what you got to do.
That goal, by the way, has been given to Konechny. Here's Gostisbehere. At the right side into the slot. Coyotes get it back. Gostisbehere shot off the skate and wide. Pressure from the Coyotes again. Beagle drops it around behind the net. Roussel fights off a check. Plays it on the right wing boards. The angle shot batted away by Jones. Van Riemsdyk couldn't clear. Gostisbehere another shot. And that's fended off by Jones to the corner. Hayes turned it over. Here's Gostisbehere. Rough shift here for the Flyers. They can't get the puck out of the zone. Gostisbehere leaves it. And the shot from the point. Mayo deflected wide by Beagle. Ristolainen trying to just muscle the puck out of the zone, but couldn't get it done. Here's Gostisbehere. Little stutter step move, try to drop it off. Sanheim intercepts. Van Riemsdyk will finally get the puck to center ice. He'll move it across for Willman. Willman with a shot. The save made, the rebound cleared all the way down, and this will be icing on the Coyotes.
Yeah, some anxious moments there for the Flyers. You saw Rasmus Ristolainen try to take things into his own hands by battling for the loose puck. They had the will to make some plays here and start to move the puck the other direction. Arizona's starting to gain some traction here. Willman with a chance late in that shift. He's able to get off the ice after Arizona ices it.
30 seconds on the clock. Beagle and Giroux, second and third in face-off percentage in the NHL. Giroux wins it to Couturier. The pass, the shot, Provorov didn't go. From behind the net, he tried to center it, hit by the high stick of Gostisbehere. Kept it at the point. They move it to Konechny. Knocked down there was Provorov. He wanted a penalty call. It's not that he lays into Mayo in the corner. Braun's shot is blocked. 10 seconds remaining in the period as the puck goes all the way down into the Philadelphia zone. And Justin Braun will take it back behind the net and settle right there as the second period comes to a close. 3 goals in the period for the Flyers. Get a little conversation here after the horn sounds, but nothing too serious. The Flyers continue the woes of the second period for the Coyotes and have the lead after 2. Tonight's Flyers-Coyotes second period was brought to you by The Pennsylvania Lottery. Pennsylvanians are scratching their way to fun thanks to PA Lottery scratch-offs. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Taryn Hatcher and Scott Hartnell are back. Will not be relishing his time in the penalty box here coming up.
I see what you did there. A good opportunity for the
Hanging
Flyers.
around you, it's rubbing off.
Yes, it is. Extend their lead. Force the Coyotes to play some catch-up.
Thankfully, Brian Cooper, our producer, calls for GMC stargazing so we can end the bad puns. Sean Couturier, an assist, one shot. Usually solid in the face-off circle, plenty of ice time. And with the Flyers up 2 goals, plan on seeing quite a bit of 14 here in the third.
Yes, no question about that. And the Flyers want to start to build on their win from last night, and they want to do it a little bit differently here this evening. They've got the 2-goal lead. Let's make sure we eliminate Arizona a lot here in this third period.
Our Liberty Mutual Insurance crease coverage for Elvamelka, who was very good in the game in Philadelphia and also has a 46 save shutout to his credit this year, but he's been a little shaky tonight. 22 saves and 26 shots. Jonesy, his save percentage at home coming into this game, .813. His save percentage on the road, .944. How do you figure that?
I don't have an answer for it. It's not like you're playing with a lot of pressure at home right now in Arizona. It's a fan base that enjoys their team, but they're not pushing them to new levels right now as they understand they're in a rebuild. So that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well, the Flyers want to get another one past them right here as they're on the power play. Redirection pass off the set play and the center ice face-off. They get the puck to Yandel. Yandel given a lot of room by the Coyotes. He'll move it to the middle. Deal it off for Konechny. Konechny's pass to Van Riemsdyk and then back to TK, and now Yandel. He'll blast this one. Save Elka, and he had a little trouble controlling it. Eventually got the whistle.
Yeah, I love that play by Yandel. Open things up immediately with a shot from the point. JVR has been getting a stick on everything in the crease area. And once again, watch 25 in white. He's in position there. The screen, it was tipped by Giroux on the way to the net. Elka did well to make that save. Look at this right down. And makes the original stop. JVR just couldn't come up with the rebound.
Here's Konechny. Move it to Giroux. Konechny out high. They'll drop it back off to Yandel. Yandel back to Konechny. He'll take the shot. It hit a body in front. There's Van Riemsdyk digging away, but Elka covers up.
Yeah, they're onto something here, aren't they? Starting to get those pucks down low in the offensive zone in and around the blue paint. Couturier and JVR both in position to battle for those pucks, provide screens, and then look for rebound opportunities. And I love the play by Konechny there, just getting it towards the net. Couturier battles for it. JVR taps it towards the net, and another face-off in the offensive zone here.
And the puck goes back behind the Arizona net and then was wound out of the zone. So Provorov will go back and get it. Second unit out for the Flyers now for the second half of this power play. Provorov drops it back. Atkinson to Frost. Frost speed in the right wing feet, a little off the mark, but he recovers the puck and he'll get it to the point. He should be able to set it up now. Provorov whipped it back in. They get it in the slot to Atkinson, but he was checked and couldn't get a backhander off. Hayes trying to find that puck. Now it comes back out toward the slot. Frost, little fake, hangs on to it, spins, dropped it off in the middle. That's a dangerous play. Krause could not break away, though, and the Flyers will get the puck back.
Yeah, good recovery there by Provorov. He did it in legal fashion. Sometimes you're forced to pull the player down, but Provorov angled him well and was able to steal it without taking a penalty.
Frost lost the puck at the Arizona line. It goes all the way down. Jones will keep it away from the Coyote forechecker Eriksson, and now it's Sanheim. Final seconds of the power play. The right wing feed. Sanheim gets it back. Sanheim, the pass, the tip, and it did not go as he was looking for Willman down low. Now it's Sanheim. That was actually Ristolainen, 70, not 71, with a tip try there. Now they center it. Sanheim's in there again. It bounces free back out to Konechny. Now the wrister goes wide. Giroux to the carom. Giroux to the corner. Changes direction. Giroux to Konechny. And he tried to play it to the point, but it split the two D-men. Just the line in the sand. I'm kind of looking at each other, and it's Risto eventually gets the puck. As the Flyers reorganize. Pass in the left wing. Lindblom stops. Stallman back up through center ice. And here's Hayton. Barrett Hayton will turn back with it. His pass through the middle winds up in the stick of Braun. Takes a look and gives to Provorov. And he'll just fling in. Lindblom first to it, deflected it, centering pass just out of the reach of Provorov, but now he has to hustle back. 2-on-1 developing. Krause has the puck. Krause holds, cross ice pass, airborne, knocked down by Provorov. Brown checked, it goes back to the point, kept in by Mayo. And now they emerge with the puck. Roussel trying to get to the slot with it, bounces to Stralman, his shot off the stick to the corner. Schmaltz checked, and the Flyers have it back.
Some different looking line combinations here over the last couple of shifts. The Flyers did have an early power play, so they may just be sorting things out.
Provorov looks like he's been out there a while, and they don't get the puck down the ice. Rolls up the wall. Van Riemsdyk will get it out to center. He does clear it all the way down, and that'll be icing, and Provorov, I think, is stuck on the ice.
It'll be a good time to slow things down here before the draw. Experience the magic of the season at Tinseltown Holiday Spectacular, presented by Dietz & Watson. They explore the larger-than-life illuminated sculptures at the Expo Center at Oaks. Tickets are on sale now at tinseltownholiday.com.
I have Provorov over a minute out on the ice right now, 1:05. He likes to keep his shifts short. He's always among the league leaders in amount of shifts per game, and not necessarily in terms of overall minutes, which indicates he keeps his shifts short. That one was a longer one.
Yeah, he looked a little tired on the way over to the bench, didn't he? But back-to-back nights, and they were busy in the third period against Vegas trying to defend and hang on to that lead, which they eventually did.
Handle up the wall. Woman did a good job to get that out to center. Hayes to Van Riemsdyk. They twirl it down low in the Arizona zone. It bounces back out. There's Connaughton, a shot that finds glass. Recovered by Hayes. Get it to the point. Yandel across Connaughton. Connaughton with a pass or shot. It ends up on Van Riemsdyk's stick behind the net. Hayes trying to knock it down. Send it the other way, but Roussel is on that. Antoine Roussel into the middle. Erickson, he'll bounce it in on Jones, who sets it up. And the Flyers have it. Frost could not maneuver up with that. Fisher will send it back into the Philadelphia zone. Sanheim jabbing at it. Giroux tied up by Galchenyuk. Atkinson will lob one out towards center ice. Labushkin, who's still been given credit for that goal for the Coyotes, back to get it. 5 minutes into this third period. Flyers up 2. Here's Giroux firing it in. Lawton after it along the boards, but the Coyotes in good shape to handle that. Labushkin ahead. He's got it to Andrew Ladd. Ladd's approaching 1,000 games played in the NHL. He'll turn 36 tomorrow. He's at 969 games now.
It was a long time coming for him, wasn't it, with the injuries and demotions to the minors.
Two-time Cup winner with a couple different teams, Carolina and Chicago. Here's Couturier dropping it off for Provorov, and he could not get that puck deep. Schmaltz the other way. Keller actually. 9, not 8. Keller across. That's tipped by Couturier. Spinning with it, Kessel. Kessel back out to the point. And they'll send it back in for Kessel. Out to Stralman. Stralman this way. Keller back to Stralman. Very patient out of the Coyotes, but not really getting much done there. The Flyers were hemmed in their own zone, Jonesy, but they kept everything to the outside.
Yeah, they were in good position, no panic, and a lot of it has to do with Braun being on the ice, directing traffic back there. A great communicator.
Here's Dyson Mayo. Hey, they're changing the goal to Nick Schmaltz.
Already? Man, they were quick there.
Well, we have a good angle of it here.
Some water in the desert.
There's Barrett Hayton. Hayton twisting and turning, drops it off. Room for Gostisbehere. The shot blocked out high. Lindblom had a little trouble with that, but does flutter it out to center, but it's knocked down there. Gostisbehere and across the Philadelphia line. Gostisbehere checked from behind it, carrying on the shot. And that's stopped by Jones aggressively coming out on Schmaltz.
Gigantic save by Jones right there. Arizona looking for some life here, and the Flyers have some important minutes coming up right here where they have to start playing in the other end of the ice.
Good check by Brown there to keep Schmaltz away from the puck in center. Connaughton ahead. He misfired though, and that's icing. So just over 7 minutes into this third period, a defensive zone draw for Willman and the Flyers. Get your Flyers fix with the Flyers Talk podcast, presented by Great Railing. Available on NBCSportsPhiladelphia.com or wherever you listen to podcasts.
It was Schmaltz with that chance down the wing, and it was Schmaltz that was just credited with the goal that he scored in the second period.
And they come away with a good move there by Willman to get it out of traffic and pump it into the Arizona end. And it's through some interference from Lyubushkin. Boyd had his pass hit his skate. Flyers pick it up, turning with it, and fired on goal by Van Riemsdyk. The save made. Still a 2-goal lead for the Flyers.
Arizona Flyers with that 2-goal lead. Let's take a look at the Toyota Camry turning point of the game, and it's a turnover by the goaltender. Vejmelka turns it over, and Patrick Brown's got the easiest goal he'll ever score. He puts it in the empty net there, gives the Flyers the 3-2 lead, and they have not looked back since. 6 hits for Brown, and some high praise from Mike Yeo following last night's game.
Called him a warrior. Been a warrior again. The hockey gods smile upon him as he gets that gift goal. It's his 3rd NHL goal, first as a Flyer. A nice addition to the mix for the Flyers. There's Sanheim. Not sure. I guess he was trying to hit someone in the slot with that. I thought he was going to take the shot. Kind of got in between, I think.
Yeah.
And the Flyers will lob this one to center. Jumping out it is Atkinson. Giroux's joining. Atkinson to Giroux. He scores! The captain makes it look easy. Beats Vejmelka, and the Flyers are up by 3.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do. Look at the fans there in Arizona enjoying themselves, and Atkinson does an outstanding job using his legs and hockey sense here. Delivers a perfect pass. Giroux just slides it underneath. Vejmelka can't come up with it. Watch Giroux head up all the way, knew exactly what he wanted to do with that puck when he received a real soft pass from Atkinson. Lands right on the stick, and Giroux pops it through the 5-hole there. The Flyers with a 5-2 lead.
So they have done as you instructed. They've extended their lead. 3-goal cushion now. And maybe they're not done. Here's Couturier. Couturier trying to muscle his way in. Tied up by Hayton. Konechny will spin it back out to the point. Provorov. Provorov to Konechny. Back to Provorov. The shot. And it's fended off by Vejmelka. Konechny back out. Here's Provorov. Getting it to TK. TK, it's time for that 100th goal, right?
It is. I'd like to see him get it here tonight.
He has played very well. Getting the assists. Here's Lawton. To Couturier, back to Lawton. Lawton gets it back out to the point, but it split the 2 D-men again. And goes all the way down the ice. There is Braun. Moves it ahead. Bounces free in center. Lyubushkin. Laying it back. And now the puck in on Jones, and he will cover up. Giroux last night moved into first place all time in power play points for the Flyers. How about overall points, Jonesy? He's within 2 of the great Bill Barber.
Billy's got quite the hairdo going there in that picture.
Oh, don't you remember when he was in full
great. Love it.
And look at the Bobby Clark game face going.
Yep. And Giroux right there behind 2 of the best ever in Philadelphia.
He has team leading 10 goals on the year, team leading 23 points. As the 33-year-old having a productive season. But you know, he's concerned about one stat, and it's the one by the win count for the team.
And then you need goals like he just scored to start winning. So that was an important goal in this game, and now the Flyers need to continue to build on some good habits.
There's a shot gloved by Jones off the rush by the Coyotes. Our Duncan Fuel performance, James Van Riemsdyk. Maybe the tank looked a little empty a couple days ago. It's full now. 3 goals in the last 2 nights, including 2 tonight with 5 shots. And his overall game very strong. 30th career multi-goal game.
It's amazing the difference, isn't it? When JVR starts to put the puck in the net, everything else starts to come together. He's first on the puck. He's winning the board battles. He's doing all the things he has to do to be an important piece of the puzzle here for the Flyers. So good to see JVR starting to get things going again as they're trying to get the wave going in Arizona. Must be a new thing there.
Be your friend there, front row. You get him the tickets there? Hey, stop. Look, there we go. There we go. Chenyuk. Oh, Burr under his saddle. Maybe that guy had something to do with it.
It is that time of the year, JJ. Last chance to get your Flyers Santa sacks. Each gift pack includes game tickets, a 2021 collectible gritty ornament, autograph items, and more. Take advantage of no fees through Monday at PhiladelphiaFlyers.com. As Lawton just pushed that thing aside.
Yeah.
I guess I'm supposed to stop reading.
I guess. Or Scotty Lawton Scrooge, I don't know.
Yep, grumpy.
He won't be grumpy, though. He has his 6th goal of the year, helping the Flyers to this 5-2 lead in his 400th NHL game. That used to be a big number, right?
Yeah, you'd be fully
Pension.
vested in the union, or in your pension, that is.
But that's changed.
Yep.
This puck deflects all the way down. Bianco sends it off his stick. Frost, who picked up an assist on that last Flyer goal. Poke at that puck. Bounces free in center and jammed out to center by Ristolainen. And Giroux will just hoist one deep into the Arizona end. We passed the midpoint of this 3rd period. This game was tied at 2 for 41 seconds. The giveaway by Vejmelka. Brown getting the goal. And the Flyers have not looked back. They want to finish strong here. And that hit the angled glass by the Flyers bench, leading to the whistle. The Flyers up by 3. The captain in double figures on the air.
In Arizona, I am Taryn Hatcher. He is Scott Hartnell. We are standing by for Flyers postgame live, where we have lots of Flyers goals to break down after this one. But Scott, the question is now, Flyers up comfortably in this game. So now, what would you like to see them do? Because I feel like maybe we've all forgotten how to act a little bit in this situation. What do you want to see from them?
Well, Jonesy just said it earlier. Good habits. You don't want to be cheating on pucks. You want to get pucks out in your own defensive end. You want to get pucks deep. You want to get on the forecheck. No cheating. Play for your goaltender. Do the things that got you to this point in this game, the last 2 games, and keep this thing rolling. You don't want to kind of shoot yourselves in the foot here the last 9 minutes or so.
JJ Jonesy, 9:32 remaining. What's the biggest thing you're stressing here if you're Mike Yeo?
You're playing all 4 lines. You're trying to build on the little things, block shots, board battles, chipping pucks out, and forcing Arizona to play in their defensive zone. So you've got a 3-goal lead in the 3rd period. Let's close it out and let's move on to the next one.
Make it a happy flight home. As the Flyers get the puck to the Arizona line, no further. And then the Coyotes fumble the puck away. They get it back. Galchenyuk to Fisher. Over, but he turns it over to Fisher. Fisher hit the referee with his play back to the point, and Konechny winds up with the puck. Travis Konechny off to Couturier. Back for Konechny. Too deep to take a shot, so he spins away and fires it back to the point. They send it down low. Bounces around. The shot denied by Vejmelka, as he was able to stay with that, and Fisher will send it in.
Yeah, it was Lawton that had that chance, and a good shot and a good opportunity. Vejmelka came up with a save there. It's good pressure from the Flyers. It was another good pass from Travis Konechny.
Turnover here, though. Ladd shot blocked by Braun and goes out of play.
And those are the things you don't want to have to do here in the 3rd period. Be in a position where your defensemen are forced into blocking shots. That's one of those board battles that you have to win. And the Flyers want to make sure that they're doing the things that they need to do to win hockey games all the way through the entire 60 minutes.
Flyers have scored 4 more goals for the 3rd time in the last 4 games. They had gone 17 in a row without doing that. So they seem to be finding their offensive game, but right now it's about clamping things down, closing the door. There's a shot, and they score! Kraus, a bullet off the post and in, and now it's a 2-goal game, and you have to make sure you finish this off. Mike Yeo knows that.
Yep, look out now, right? That was because of a turnover on the previous shift. Arizona had an opportunity, offensive zone. They win the puck battles, and eventually Kraus is going to score the goal. It's a good triangular play in the offensive zone that leads to the high slot area shot. Schmaltz with the pass, and that's not on the stick for long. It's a heck of a shot. He elevates it quickly, puts it in right off the goal post past Martin Jones, and now we've got some game here.
His 6th of the year. You can bet the Coyotes have some jump now. Sanheim back. The puck goes to Keller. Keller will turn it back down low. Boyd centers a shot, and a save made by Jones off of Mayo, who was wide open.
And Mike Yeo has his timeout still. And you can be sure he's starting to wonder about using it. They want to get through this game and pick up the win and continue to move this thing in the right direction. But they're starting to get on their heels, and Martin Jones comes up with a stop right there, and he manages to pull in the rebound. Kessel was floating around and around that area.
Kessel trying to get that puck back to the point, but Lawton intercepts. Scott Lawton moves it up. Left wing feed Konechny. Konechny stops and fires. Block, gets it back. Konechny will pass it across ice. The shot, and the scoop save made by Lamelka there off of Couturier.
Yeah, that line's been very effective at even strength in this game, as well as on the power play. Konechny with a nice pass across. He has got his swagger back in this one. Love to see him pick up a goal here in the latter moments of the game. But every time he's been on the ice, something positive has happened for the Flyers.
Schmaltz and Dineen get the assist on that goal by Kraus. Dineen has a couple of helpers in this game. Schmaltz, a goal and an assist. This draw to the left of Lamelka. Braun, a shot, save made by the goaltender. Brown behind the net. Gets to the side of the cage, banks it back. Shot Provorov went wide. Skips to the other side of the ice. Braun in, reading that play, but now the puck bounces the other way to Schmaltz, but Brown's there. And he rotated back to make up for Braun, who is in deep, and the Flyers get the puck back into the Arizona zone. Now Gostisbehere, the stretch pass misfires, and icing is the call. We look at the December schedule for the Flyers, and this is an opportunity, Jones. No other way to look at it when you're playing Arizona, New Jersey, Montreal, Ottawa before 2 huge games before the Christmas break and the Caps and Pens. But the next 4, including tonight's game, against teams that are struggling or are down to the bottom of the standings, and the Flyers just haven't had a run like this at all this year. They've had a very tough schedule in terms of the competition. A couple of games sprinkled in here and there against the bottom feeders, but not 3 or 4 in a row.
No, and they want to avoid being one of the bottom feeders by winning those games and starting to get some separation from some of the teams below them and starting to move up the ladder and sneak it up on some of the teams that think the Flyers should be forgotten about right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt the other teams are looking at it as an opportunity too, right?
Yeah.
The Flyers have to prove they're better than that and take advantage of this stretch. Connaughton will shovel this one down the ice. They say no icing. It's played by Dineen. 6:45 to go in the third. Dineen out. It's tipped by Atkinson, but played by Roussel deep to Philadelphia ice. Erickson and Sanheim come together. Puck is dug out of there, but all kinds of traffic. Woman knocked down. Coyotes get the puck back to Lyubushkin, who fires. It hit a body dug loose by Erickson. That shot glanced off of Jones and stayed out. Atkinson chops it out to center. Now Erickson has it back. Dineen will drift back. There's some Flyer players showing signs of fatigue.
Yeah, you want to hustle off the ice when you've got a 2-goal lead in the third period. You should be, moving your legs, getting guys involved, and everybody on the bench should be yelling for you to get off.
Here's Provorov ahead for Giroux. Giroux got it as far as the red line, but the Coyotes have it back. Kessel, Capobianco, Stallman plays the bank, but there's Braun. And they right back out to center ice. Stallman again. They tip it into the slot. Boy, the pass across for Kessel, and it was in his skates. He couldn't come up with it. breathe a sigh of relief there because he's usually money from there.
Yep. The Flyers need to get a lot more determined here.
There's Couturier into the middle. Braun, he's certainly showing determination. Now he tumbles to the ice, stays after it. Hayton, though, will move the puck ahead. They have a defenseman caught. Strawman will play it in. There's Couturier, who had rotated back to make up for the defenseman. And there is Couturier with the puck. Got it ahead to Lawton. In the middle, Zach McEwen will take a shot. That goes wide, and it sends the Coyotes out to center. Krause from the red line, winding it in. Jones didn't do much with that. Ristolainen will play up the right wing boards. It's funded back to him. Now Sanheim for McEwen. He's stepped into by Gostisbehere. The puck pops free. And now Ristolainen another crack at it. Rasmus will move it ahead, but he played it all the way down. Icing is the call. Tonight's Flyers-Coyotes game is brought to you by Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far. And by the Toyota Camry, now with available all-wheel drive. Visit your local Tri-State Toyota dealer today. Andrew Ladd and the Coyotes pushing here. They're down to 4:27 to go. An icing call forces this defensive zone draw for the Flyers. Brown against Fisher. Brown won it. He's been very good on draws for the Flyers, but the Flyers turn it over. Keller had it momentarily. Flyers did recover and clear the zone. In fact, Brown moves up with it. Brown with a move, but it's poked by Deneen away from him. So just turn it back behind the net. There's Gostisbehere. Our once a period look at Ghost with the puck behind his own net. They'll move it ahead as we move into the Toyota Rav. 4 minutes to play in the third period. Coyotes crash after that puck. It goes up the wall, though, and is pitched out to center by Giroux. Capobianco is back to get it. And he is patiently waiting. And he's going to get the puck back. Coyotes deliberately looking for a lane, and now they find room. Schmaltz up the right wing with a shot. Save made, rebound right out in front. Flyers able to get to that and clear, and they do so without icing it.
Yeah, they do not want to allow him to have that much of an opportunity to gain the blue line with speed, and Flyers starting to stand still in the neutral zone here.
Kessel threw that one in. Braun back. He'll tip it to Provorov. Soon we'll have to be aware of the possibility of Amelka getting to the bench. Here's Van Riemsdyk stealing the puck, moving in the shot, and it takes off and goes out of play. And Riemsdyk had his sights set on his third of the night and a 3-goal Flyer lead.
All right, let's check out the video.
Hey, Toyota, let's go Flyers.
Well, let's take a look at our Chevrolet player of the game. And JVR's had a heck of a game, hasn't he? Picked up the opening goal of the game on that dandy of a steal and a beautiful finish, and then tips a shot in from Travis Konecny. JVR back in the office. He was working virtually for a while, but he's back in the office now. No more Zoom. He's starting to pump the goals in again.
Yeah, he knows how to deflect that puck, and once he starts getting that touch, he's pretty lethal. Almost got that third goal just before that break. Went short side, didn't quite finish up. He was shaking his head the entire TV timeout. Kessel stopped at the Philadelphia line. Gostisbehere moves it to the left wing. Dangling, dancing. Keller is shot blocked by Konecny. Now Lawton told to skate. Decides to float it out. And it'll bounce into Arizona ice, and Konecny trying to jab it deeper. So down to 2.5 minutes to go. Anytime now, the Coyotes can get that goaltender to the bench. The extra attacker, Provorov, gets that puck free. They'll move it to Konecny. He'll just clear the zone. So far. So
the backup's calling him over. I can see him waving him over to the bench.
Strawman winds it in. Ristolainen plays it up and out. Still, Amelka I believe is on the ice. Cross ice it comes. Flyers knock it away. And here is Atkinson moving up. Numbers for the Flyers. Atkinson the shot. And that one finds glass. I don't know if Vejmelka got a piece of it or not. Cam Dineen with it. Dineen will fling in. Bounces all the way out to Ristolainen. He'll go hard up the wall and out to center and down the ice for icing. And that, well, I'm sure, get Vejmelka to the bench. I'm shocked he's not there already.
You never know. This is a surprising approach from Arizona, but kind of tough to figure out what they were doing over there.
He's still not there.
And they call timeout.
Ray Tournier will talk to Phil Housley, and I'm not sure what he has in mind here, but you know, if you're down 1, I can understand this philosophy, but you need 2 to equalize here.
If you're down 4, I could understand the philosophy. Get the goalie out of the net. They've had opportunities here in the latter part of the third period, and Vejmelka was staring over to the bench. It's kind of a strange approach. Mike Yeo looking for players that he can believe in late in games. And Patrick Brown seems to be one of those guys right now that has moved up the depth chart in that regard. Phil Housley drawing up the play here for the Arizona Coyotes, the formerly extremely gifted offensive defenseman. So the teams emerge from their benches, and Vejmelka will stay on the bench. So 6 on 5 as the Coyotes try to get within 1. Draw to the left of Martin Jones, and the Coyotes win it. They get it back. Top of the ankle across. Sent deep by Gostisbehere. All the way around it comes. Keller back into the corner. Krause right back along the kick plate. Gostisbehere right back down along the kick plate. Yeah, that's perimeter passing for sure. It bounces free. Keller has it now. Keller trying to get away from Sanheim. They'll play it along. They center it. That's tipped away from Krause. Oh, the Flyers get their connections a little bit off there, and they'll just clear it out to center. Now Gostisbehere blasts it back in. He broke his stick as he did. 1 minute to go in regulation. Sanheim past Kessel, but it's kept in. Dineen hits it down low. And now Keller out. Dineen plays it across the shot, and that one knocked down and cleared all the way down. It's deflected, rolls just wide of the net. But it was deflected, so no icing. 38 seconds remain. Dineen to Schmaltz. He'll play it in. Fisher after it. Tips up in the air. Provorov backhands, not out. Comes this way. Provorov will play it up, and this time does clear the zone. Gostisbehere back, 22 seconds. To the Philadelphia line, Fisher. He's checked. To the corner it goes. Provorov in after it again. 15 seconds remaining. Konechny tracks it down, and he's going to lob one out to center and down the ice. Dineen is there. Backhands it through center. Couturier with it. 5 seconds. They'll play it all the way down. It's knocked down by Gostisbehere, and that is it. After the 10-game winless streak, you can make it back-to-back wins for the Flyers on back-to-back nights. James Van Riemsdyk pots a couple, and the Flyers, Martin Jones between the pipes, pick up their first consecutive win since late October. 5-3 the final. Jones with some key saves in the third period. JVR with a really strong performance. The goals starting to drop in for the Flyers, and they win a game that they had to win against an Arizona team that is trying to still figure things out. So the Flyers get a little rest after this 5-game in 7-night stretch. A couple days off before they're back in action Tuesday. The Devils come to town, their only visit this season and the last game these teams play this year. Our coverage begins at 6 o'clock. I'll drop the puck just after 7 at the Wells Fargo Center. You'll see it on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Plenty of Flyer fans in attendance, hoping that the Flyers can beat their ex-teammate Shane Gostisbehere. And with James Van Riemsdyk on the board twice, they did just that. The Flyers get the victory and have 2 in a row for the first time in a long time. For the entire crew, as well as Keith Jones, I'm Jim Jackson. Up next,
Flyers post-game live with Taryn Hatcher and Scott Hartnell.